Buying a condo in Boston, Massachusetts. Is it a good idea? Are you crazy? Is it something that is going to really help you get what you need? They're all the questions that I had when I was, purchasing my first condo in the city way back in, the year 2012. So what I want to tell you in this video is there's a lot to think about. There's a lot to go over, but that's what I'm going to help you with. That's what this video is about. So stay tuned, stay with me, and let's get going. So if you're relocating to Boston, are you trying to figure out where the best place to live in Boston, Massachusetts is? You're thinking about, buying a condo and you just don't know if it's right. My guess is yes, because you're watching this video and you're doing your research online, and that's just the information that, you're out there trying to find and to digest. Well, look, I lived in Boston for over a decade and helped so many people either relocating or buying their first home and finding that right place to fit in their lifestyle. And this video is all about, is buying a condo in Boston, Massachusetts in 2023 a good idea? So with that being said, what's up, everybody? This is Joe with the Turco Group right here in Boston, Massachusetts. If this is your first time to the channel and you want to know everything about working, eating, sleeping, living, playing, and what it's like to potentially buy a condo, whether it's for yourself or as an investment, make sure you tap that subscribe button, click the little bell so that you're notified every time we do a new video. Honestly, we get so many phone calls, texts, emails every day from, people that are relocating here and are absolutely loving it. It's one of my favorite parts of the day. So if you're thinking about moving anywhere in the area, relocating or coming here to stay, make sure you give us a call, shoot us a text, or send us an email. Even send Paul Revere. Days, nights, weekends, however you want to get a hold of us, we've got your back when moving to Boston. So what are some of the main considerations that you need to make when thinking about buying a condo in Boston? Let's go. Okay, so you picked Boston and you're thinking, I want a condo. I want to not have to really think about all of the things like home maintenance. I want things taken care of me. I want central location. I want to be able to have a little space that's my own. And, it's 2023 and I need to know, is that a good idea and what that's actually going to look like and what that might cost me? And that's really going to depend on the different areas that you're looking at in Boston. Now, is it in Boston proper? Are we talking about, Back Bay? Are we talking the North End, South End, South Boston or Southie? Are we talking about like Jamaica Plain or going out into the suburbs a little bit more like Brookline and Cambridge or, Somerville? There's so many different parts of it. And you have to look at, why are you buying a condo? If it's to live in, great. You have to think about your commute. You have to think about the type of lifestyle activities that you have. Do you love eating out? Do you love going to certain types of events? Do you like going down to the theater district? What is it that you are there for? Do you want to be by the ICA? So is the seaport kind of where you want to be? All those things factor in. Now, if you're an investor, there's even more things to think about. Are you looking at this condo as something for a short-term rental or a long-term rental? Is it where you're thinking about like Airbnb-ing it and kind of using it as a revenue source? Or is it where you're thinking about, hey, I want to long-term rent it to students going to one of the colleges like BC or BU or, Harvard or, Northeastern or Emerson or Tufts or, the list goes on and on. Because depending on what your goal is, in 2023, that's going to make a big difference on what type of condo to potentially get, one, or two, whether you should even do it. Because, with different things, there's some restrictions. If you're looking to get a condo and live in it, do you need access to the airport? Is living in a condo in East Boston going to be what is going to be awesome for you? I'm going to tell you right here, probably not a great idea because the tunnel is closed for like basically the next 3 years. So again, it's things like that that you're going to need to know about and that we're going to go over in this video. Okay, guys, so let's take a look at what a condo is actually going to look like. So this one is one that we sold in Cambridge. I mean, you have gorgeous open layout, you have updated appliances, you have, what would be considered a moderate sized kitchen here in Boston, dining room, and it's where you're going to have to look at what type of condo do you want. Do you want this kind of flat style where it has a couple rooms, has a couple of the modern conveniences? It's going to be, surrounded by other condos and have all of the amenities there. So this one in Cambridge, it's right in that expected 2023 price range of $800,000 to $875,000. So it gives you an idea of, all right, you're slightly outside of the city. What is that getting you? Is that going to be a lot of space? This one was a 2-bedroom, and that's kind of what you can expect. So let's keep going. Okay, guys, so here's another example of a luxury condo in Dorchester, just, slightly outside of the metro of the city. You're going to see it's got all of the modern appliances. It's got high ceilings. It's got these great big rooms. Everything's modern. It's sleek. Everything is super nice. You've got all of these updated bathrooms, and, you're not in that downtown in Dorchester, but you're only going to be spending just under $1 million for a property like this. Now, this one had a 2-car parking underneath the garage. It had a back deck. It had all the modern amenities as well as a roof deck. So it's one of those things where what you have to consider again when you're looking at, is it good in 2023 to buy a condo in Boston? What exactly you're looking for and what you're going to get in terms of the quality. Now, let's kick it over to a different one where you're going to look at it and say, oh my God, I can't believe that you're getting this for that price. So let's look what it actually looks like and keep going. Okay, so Brookline. Here's another one at the Brook House condominiums where it has amazing amenities. It has everything you can think of, but it's a little small. It has these great views. It is something that, is going to cost you right around that $600 to $700 range for a 1-bedroom tiny condo. Now, why is it that this part of Boston is for a condo going to be so expensive? Well, it's because a lot of the medical industry can walk to the hospital from this location. You don't actually need a car. It's very centrally located. It has every single amenity that you can think of. So again, it's going back to those things where you have to think about what are the real reasons why you're doing it. What is the area like? Why do people like living there? If you're going to buy a condo in Boston in 2023, you have to understand that if you're going to live there, it has to fit your lifestyle. But if you're going to use it as an investment, it has to fit the lifestyle of the people that you want to be your renters and that are going to make sure that it's a good investment for you. Now, if you have questions about, specifically certain areas, or is it good to invest, or if you're thinking about, hey, I'm an investor and I want to buy either a condo for myself, for my kids, for when they go to college, or if you're looking to just buy a condo in general in Boston, make sure to drop a comment or send a text, shoot an email. All the information is below. We help people every single day with that. And the only way that I can get started with that process for you is if you reach out. But if you have questions, drop a comment below. If you like this video and want to see more like them, make sure to hit the subscribe button, drop us a like because those always help. And hey, until the next video, have a great day and, keep warm, Boston.